Let's look at your plans for a new national broadband network. How many Australian households do you expect will take up the service?
Oh, look, I can't give you a specific prediction about how many will take up the service, and remember that will change over time. You'll see churn, you'll see different people purchasing different products, and the fallacy in the claims being put out by the opposition, who seem intent on wrecking everything, who seem to think that they can run the country from opposition, irrespective of the fact they were voted out of office, the fallacy in their view is the assumption that the only thing that will change in Australia over the next 10 or 15 years is the construction of a broadband network. The truth is everything will change over that time. New businesses will emerge, new technologies will emerge, new business opportunities will emerge, new consumer behaviour will eventuate, and that will ensure that we get value for money from this network, because it is going to be a great productivity enhancer. It is really going to catapult the Australian economy into the 21st century.
Well, if you can't say how many households will take this up, can you at least say how much it might cost Australians?
Well, the point about the how many households will take it up is that will change over time. So it's a bit of a pointless exercise to nominate a figure, because that is not going to be exactly the same today as it'll be tomorrow, as it'll be the following day, in the same way that the number of people with mobile phones changes all the time, for example. In terms of pricing, it's too early to predict exact pricing arrangements, but keep in mind again that we're not just going to see one product being sold over this network. I would expect you'll see a vast proliferation of different kinds of products. You'll see much greater competition than exists under the current arrangements. That will lead to innovation. That will lead to companies selling different kinds of products that are tailored to specific consumer needs, and so it becomes very difficult to predict prices when you're not talking about a one-size-fits-all proposition, but a whole range of different things.
But if you can't talk about prices, you can't talk about the take-up of the service, how can the government claim, as it has, that this is going to be commercially viable?
We believe it will be commercially viable. This kind of network is being rolled out in many other countries in the world, in many other countries in our region, and Australia has been left behind on broadband over the past 10 years. We have been falling behind. Our prices are higher than most, our level of access is lower, and our level of innovation is not up to scratch. So this is crucial to improve our productivity and to improve the strength and technology of the Australian economy. People were asking the same sorts of questions when electricity was rolled out. There were people, when the telephone first emerged, people going on about this newfangled thing will never catch on. When the mobile phone first got introduced, who would have predicted text messaging, cameras, video, all of these things that are now universal? Who would have predicted that there would be more mobile phones than fixed line phones?